Hi folks, this is Wemette coming to you with another Red's Bedtime story. And this one, I have to laugh a little bit through it, but then again I'm a laughing guy anyway. I recently watched Frank Cullotta's, and I posted it in Mike Burns' room, past the present news articles, and Chicago outfit past present news articles, and I got a kick out of it because he referred to Frank Schweihs as a kook. Now there were nicknames and monikers for just about everybody. I've heard Joey called by other people that knew him well, like I did. We called him, he had nicknames, but jokingly people used to say Joe Palooka because he was a boxer. Most of the time people called him or referred to him as JL, just like Jackie Schroen was JC. But it was kind of an interesting thing to hear how, Mr. Cullotta didn't think very much of him. And I have never in my entire life heard of Frank Schweihs dressing in women's clothes to go on a score. I don't know. I knew him pretty good, and obviously he sat down and told me his old life story, but never did I hear anything about that. But it could have happened, I don't know. But as far as calling the kook, I'm quite sure Frank never called him a kook to his face, and I never heard him referred to as a kook. But the other guys like Marshall Caifano, we call him Marsh. Jimmy Catura, we called Jimmy. Jimmy Cozzo, we called Jimmy Boy. Hey Jimmy Boy, how you doing? That sort of thing. So, talking to these different people was very different. Tony was, you could be in a room, and Tony would never get offended by Tony Spilotro. He would never get offended by somebody saying, hey, get the little guy over here. I mean, that was his nickname, the little guy. I don't think anybody called him the ant. That must have been the newspapers, but the little guy we called him. So it was different, and I had some different experiences, obviously, than Mr. Cullotta, but then again, I wasn't a thief. That wasn't my job to go out and take down scores and rob people and stuff like that. And I do believe I had more contact with the inner circle. Milwaukee Phil was a very respectable man in the sense that he commanded a lot of respect because he was an old-timer and he'd been around long. And just like Gustav Alexis, Gussie Alex, those people have been around a long time. And I don't know if you're aware of it or not, but the property where Gussie Alex, he owned it when I left Chicago, was, it used to be the Villa Venice. It used to be Sam Giancana's property. When I drove over, that's what I saw. He was there. But at any rate, there was also a business there too. I think it had to do with Apex or his jukebox company, whichever. I thought it was Apex, but I'm not positive about it. Anyway, folks, just giving you a little tidbit of what I know. I wrote a book, and it's called Nobody Cares and What I Did About It. And it's available at redwemette.com, and it's an autographed edition. And you can also get it at amazon.com. You can buy it on Amazon for the same price, $19.95 autographed or not autographed, but it won't be autographed at amazon.com. And, they also have it on Kindle. But the truth of the matter is, I can't help from sometimes laugh when I hear Mr. Cullotta talk about he was the underboss, and he was this and he was that. Well, obviously there's nobody around to discredit what he's saying, so I guess he's going to go along with it. From what John Flood tells me, he walks around out in Las Vegas like he's a big shot. And since there's no mob out there anymore, I guess he is. He's the last of the dinosaurs, 81 years old, and it is what it is. But I hope you enjoyed the story. or the tidbits of information. And have a great evening or a great day whenever you watch this, if you do. And God bless you.